It's Friday. That means it's time to call Natalie. I wonder what's going on in Washington right now. Wait. Oh man, I'm house sitting / cat sitting for my 5th grade teacher, and I didn't bring my olive phone with me. How am I supposed to contact Natalie without my olive phone? You know what? I'm sure they have a phone around here somewhere. Let me go look. I think I saw one over here. Ah, yes. All right. Okay, hopefully this works. Ah, never mind. Forget the phone. Putting the phone back. Maybe if I just yell really loud, Natalie will hear me all the way in Washington. Well, it's worth a shot. Hey, Natalie! I think she heard me. I, like you, took some notes. You mentioned it in your last video that the Love Line series is a lot just like hanging out together. And I can really see that the way that we're interacting back and forth. It's so cool. And it is a great way for us to keep up our relationship even though we live so far away from each other. I love it so far. You remember that shirt that you said you didn't really like but didn't want to get rid of, that was striped red and blue? That is an awesome shirt, and I think you should wear it in the next video. Your vest is also very classy. And how dare you be such a bad influence on our younger viewers by smoking like that, young lady. My dad has a mug with no handle. Didn't get it on purpose. He had a normal mug with a handle, and then it broke off, and now he just uses it as a pencil can, which looks pretty cool. You could do that, or the Wandering Jew thing sounds good too. It would look nice with a plant in it. I don't really know your dad's taste, so I don't know if he would like it or not, but I know it's something that you would like. Don't you just love going through old music? Please, play me the Erlkonig. When you brought that out, my hand shot over my mouth to keep me from gasping in horror and surprise. That song terrified me. I think it would sound really good on the organ, if you know what I mean. And just for the record, all of the music I write is atonal, pretty much. When I'm humming in my head or just messing around on a keyboard, nothing I play is ever in a key and sticking there. It'll go through a bunch of different keys and have lots of accidentals, and that's just the way that I like to listen to it and how I think it sounds good for me to write. And I know a lot of people would not like that, but I am never in one key. And just because I said that, I'm gonna put a key change in our song later. So I'm cat sitting for my 5th grade teacher. My 5th grade teacher was and is awesome. Miss Steele started the music program at my elementary school the first year that she was there. And in later years, she's started up a musical theater program and put on full productions and plays with these elementary school kids 3rd through 5th grade. And she's just an all-around awesome person. I went to her wedding when I was in 5th grade with some of my friends. It was awesome. And now I'm cat sitting. There are a lot of cats here. I'm completely surrounded by cats. Cat count. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, kitties. Where are your friends? 4. 5. Where's the adorable orange one? Where are you, orange kitty? Did I count you already? I think so. Okay, so there are another 2 around here somewhere that I can't find right now. But there are 7 cats total. They have 4 cats of their own, and they also have some rescue cats who they're fostering. And there are 3 little kittens who they've rescued and are now taking care of and trying to adopt out. When I find the other 2, I will show you. There's a really adorable white and orange one around here somewhere that they saved from the brink of death on the day of the eclipse, and they named him Eclipse. He's around here somewhere. So last night, it's kind of a weird thing that I've never done before, but I was texting my friend while listening to music, but we both turned on the same song at the same time, and then we were commenting about it to each other, kind of like a live tweeting sort of thing. And we were listening to Rascal Flatts. I was showing him the band Rascal Flatts because that's one of my favorite bands. And Rascal Flatts has one song called Rewind, which we listened to. And Rewind is basically a song about a guy who goes on a date and he wants to relive the whole thing again because it was so great. He wants to just reverse time and then go through it all over again. And my friend asked me, what is something in your life that you would love to to live through again. And it got me thinking, you know what? I would love to relive our old college days when we were roommates and we hung out all the time. Not so much the severe depression and dropping out of school part, but the part with you in it, the fun part. And I know you remember all of these old memories, and I remember all of these old memories, but I want to record them just for posterity's sake. So they're on video, and when we're 80, we can look back and watch these and remember all the good times we had together. Do you think we're going to be watching this when we're 80? Do you think the series will still be going on when we're 80? How many episodes will that be? Oh gosh. So I'm gonna get some tea for this part. Have a nice, relaxing chat with you. Relaxing chat with a cat. I found him. Where did he go? Where did he go? There you are. Hey, buddy. Okay, bye. That's Eclipse. Okay, I got some delicious, delicious peach herb tea, which I put in this heart mug because the love line. So, you and I met, and we instantly hit it off. I was in Dr. Hell's orchestra classroom filing music because I was the music librarian, and you walked in, brand new to the school, very charismatic and exuberant, and you were looking for Dr. Held, and I told you he wasn't there, and you started talking about Pierce College and how awesome it was and how much you loved it, and I could see just the passion behind what you do. And soon after that, we did our first video together. It was a baby food eating video, and oh gosh, darn it! I was supposed to film this at home so I could wear our matching outfits. I don't even know if I do. I still have it. Anyway, we dressed up in matching outfits, went to the store and bought some baby food, and then walked to the park. And I had this moment of realization when we were in this store where I was like, I have known this girl for a week, about a week, and we're dressed alike and buying baby food together and making a video, and this is gonna be a good friendship. Yes, we were just wearing matching outfits, buying baby food together, having a romantic lunch in the park. Wait, did I say romantic?
Yeah, except we're not lovers. Just what I was thinking. Except we're not lovers.
And then there is the memory of the Erlkonig. You loved that song, and you wanted to learn it on the piano. And I had never heard it, so you wanted to show it to me. So several times we did this. We went into the practice rooms, the biggest practice room, the one with the good piano. And you would turn off all the lights, and we would sit there in the dark, and you would play the Erlkonig. If you haven't heard the Erlkonig, it is a song in German by Franz Schubert. Erlkonig means Elf King, and it is about a father and son riding on a horse through the woods on their way back home. And the son keeps looking behind them, and he tells his father, there's someone following us. It's the Erlkonig. And, don't drink my tea, please, kitty. And the father's like, it's okay, we're outside the woods, you're gonna be fine, it's fine, enough. And the kid's like, no, it's coming for us. And he's like, it'll be fine. He gets home. Spoilers. He gets home, and he finds his son dead. Yep. Even this warm tea couldn't stop the cold shiver up my spine. I actually have goosebumps right now. Terrifying. And you did this in the dark. At Halloween. It was great. Speaking of Halloween, we also went to a pumpkin patch together, which was right next to the school. We walked over there and we were looking at all the cute little pumpkins to take home, and you posed with a creepy scarecrow. I hope I have a picture of that on my computer. I don't know, I just got a new computer and a lot of things haven't transferred over yet, but it's a pretty cool picture. Hopefully I'll show it right here. Show it now. And we brought our pumpkins home and carved them together. I carved mine into a conducting pattern. I made the face look like a conducting pattern, and I made the eyes square triangles, which is the handbell directing exercise. We have to do a square and a triangle at the same time. Try it, it's really fun. And it loops back around. And then you do it with the other hand. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. All right. And our Halloween costumes that year were each other. We just switched places and dressed like each other for a day. You were always there for me. I was doing terribly. I was so depressed. I was having a very difficult time. And you let me chill in your room and do homework with you, or you let me sleep over sometimes, or you would come in and spend time with me. And you made it so much easier. And I thank you for that. I am so grateful that you were there for me when I needed you. You had just met me. This is the semester that we met, and you were going out of your way to help me in any way that you could. So thank you. You are a great friend. One of my very best friends. And so then the following year, we moved in together and we were roommates, well, sweet mates. It was me and Kimmy, and then you and Jackie, and we shared the hallway / bathroom. I remember there was one time, we didn't get to see each other a whole lot because you were very busy. You were double majoring and taking all kinds of overload classes and playing a lot of different instruments. But there was this one time, we both made the time, we were like, we're gonna do something together. I don't even remember what we were gonna do. But I walk through the hallway and I knock on your door, and when I walk in, you're just frantically scrambling around the room with towels in your hands, throwing them everywhere, and I'm like, what is happening? And apparently there was some kind of backup in the pipes, and the water from the shower that was running from upstairs was getting like pushed up through your sink, and so your sink was just overflowing water, and we didn't know what to do. You called maintenance, and we were just trying to sop up all this water. I don't think we actually ended up doing what we were planning to do that day, but that was a fun adventure, right? And all those times we talked about opera together, and we did dramatic poetry reenactments and talked about fine literature. It was great. It was really great. And even though that one semester was the worst semester of my life, it was also the best semester of my life because you were in it and you were making it so much easier for me. Because with my depression, it comes for no reason. My life is happy. I'm in school and successful and doing music and with all my friends, and I just want to die. It's the worst. But you held me up. You really did. When it seemed like there was no rhyme or reason to my emotions, and when I was having all kinds of weird side effects from my new medication, you were there for me. I don't know if I ever got to tell you that, how much you really meant to me, or how grateful I was to have you in my life. Good memories. And I think it was good to go back and reminisce, rewind, play it over again in my head, because that was fun. Those were good times that we had together. And I thank you for all the time you spent with me. Okay, back to tea. Wow, I wasn't expecting to get so emotional over that. You're a really special person, you know that? You're awesome, and I hope you always remember that. Okay, on a less serious note, I worked on our song. Ugh! That wasn't that heavy, that was all for dramatic effect. I could have just picked it up. I was working on our song. I did put a key change in it. I actually put a couple of key changes in it that are pretty much random and don't make much sense and don't flow together musically at all, but that's kind of what I was going for. If you don't like it, because you're probably not gonna like it, you don't have to use that. If you just wanna go on what you did last week and do an extra line, you don't have to do this whole key change thing. It'll also make our song a whole lot more complicated with several key changes in it. Or if you want to modulate back to the original key, you can. I was afraid this would happen if we were going to write a song together. It would end up turning into atonal music. By the way, I'm really enjoying this song. It is so catchy and it's turning out really well. It's good to see you, my friend. It's great to have a new pen pal. Never again will we have to be so far away. Lots of stories we'll tell. We'll make great fools of ourselves. Oh, got this. This is why I dropped out of music school, gosh darn it. Our allophone reaches past the boundary set by our distance. Every new day and each instant still will find a way, a way, a way. Natalie, thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. And I'll see you next Friday as the love line continues. Never found that seventh cat.